Hey y'all, hey, let's get into this reading for Foodie Beauty. It's been a minute. How are we? This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot, sometimes it's not. You have to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're always here, welcome back, friend. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Okay, so let's just get right into it. Spirit is acknowledging that there is a swirl of communication around all this sacral energy. Very emotional as well, but as sweet as a Georgia peach. So I'm not sure what the connection to Georgia is, but there's this energy in her energy field of kindness, tender care, charm, beauty, flirtation, and a delicious experience. And I feel like this energy was resonating or is resonating from the last time I read on her. Very sexual, sacral energy is coming through. Spirit is also acknowledging that this energy is adding a layer to the cake. So in this energy, she's seeking accomplishment, triumph, self-esteem, confidence, talent, accolades, and fame with just something I threw together. So it's adding a layer to the cake for her. Spirit is also acknowledging that in the middle of the deck, what we can't see is this all the solar plexus energy that she has to do what she wants to do. Is the fire in the belly to live how she chooses. That's her business, right? But this is in regards to passion, be that passion for a career, passion like a romance, and it's hurting her. It's to her detriment and to her demise because she's trying to stand tall in the midst of this water, and it's rocky. It's throwing her off, okay, for lack of better words. And so Spirit is acknowledging that this is emotional and or could be attached to a water sign, but don't get your feathers ruffled. Spirit's like, calm the hell down. Like, for real, relax. Take some deep breaths. She's dealing with anxiety and depression. She's dealing with some other medical issues as well. And she needs to focus on her well-being. She needs to take some deep breaths and take a step back and look at the overall picture. Hey. Thank you, Spirit. Step back and take a look at the overall picture. She is acting very naive and very gullible around this energy. She's acting like she's very inexperienced. And this kind of makes me feel like it is affecting the heart chakra and the throat chakra, but it makes me feel like this is her way of not really being held accountable because I didn't know. All right, let's get into it when it comes to, okay, a Foodie Beauty. There's this energy of her being in a short-term relationship, and this is because of a rebound. This relationship was a rebound. It was a fast, sudden kind of hookup as she was grieving another breakup. And Spirit is acknowledging that right now in this relationship, she is dealing with suffocation. She's needy and making one wait. So it's this game that they like to play, accepting one's bad behavior, and it's filled with toxicity and insecurity with would you accept in reverse. And in the middle of the deck, someone, and I get this every time I read on her, someone's cheating. Someone has ulterior motives, breaking her heart. They're criminal and they're stealing. It's like, I get this all the time when I pick up on her and Salah. For her in general, okay? Yeah, see, we got a happiness hater. So while you're kissing this one, someone else is looking like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And this is a very layered energy because it feels like the energy is directed to her, but the energy is also directed to Salah, her romantic partner. And there's also this energy of cock blocking, and I feel like that came up before, cock blocking. But there's also this energy of giving money. Hey. Thank you, Spirit. So it's a lot to unpack in that you have happiness haters as clearly as a third party on both ends, allegedly, energetically. I'm picking up on that. Someone is even being a cock blocker. And again, this is on both sides because it feels like the minute someone wants to move on, the other person becomes, an antagonist to their story. Whatever. And Spirit is acknowledging that there's also this exchange of money to maintain this storyline. Okay, and I picked up on that energy before, that this feels like a story. Feels like an author. Okay. Spirit said, stay in your lane. Okay. All right. But Foodie Beauty, current energy. We get empath. Is she a water sign? Not sure. But in this energy, Spirit is acknowledging could be a water sign and or could be emotional. Are you an empath, or are you hypervigilant because of all of the trauma you endured? Time to find a balance for those hyperextended emotions. Give your nervous system a break right now. You can do so by clearing out those emotions that are not yours to process. Say it with me. I release all that is not mine to carry and return all that which is not my responsibility to hold. And I've picked up this energy before that she's dealing with trauma. Well, she's dealing with unhealed trauma. And so hurt people, as they say. Okay, when it comes to her relationship energy, let's just tap in. Foodie and Salah. Foodie and Salah. Thank you. There's this energy of commitment, but then there's this energy of decisions and choices around this commitment. What do I want? Love, money, travel, a home, okay? And in the middle of the deck, there is this energy of what we can't see, that someone is having a physical embrace that feels and or fulfills the heart chakra. And this is something that we can't see. Again, it makes you feel like someone is embracing someone else in this relationship. Okay. Please clarify embrace. Now this is interesting because this embrace is with the real bride. Even though there's a commitment here. Don't say marriage. It says commitment. And this commitment came with decisions and choices to have these things. In the middle of the deck, what we can't see is this embrace with the actual bride. So my question is, who is the bride? Clearly. But is it...
Hey.
I know, Spirit. That's where the reading is. That's where the real commitment is. This is where the ring and the engagement is with the real bride. Now, I've picked up on before that Salah could definitely have someone else, and there was another female energy moving in. This is where the real commitment lies. This is where the real marriage lies. This is where the bride is. Thank you, Spirit. She needs, but in all actuality, it feels like they're playing each other. So I don't know how much of this matters to say out loud. Spirit is acknowledging, because it's not like she would be dumbfounded. Like, she would be like, right? I know, right? Okay, what is Foodie Beauty's current energy? We get alignment in reverse, so she's not in alignment. 222 is significant. 6 is significant. Priorities out of whack, neglecting your spiritual needs, refusing to allow ideas to grow and evolve, lack of flexibility. And there's a layered message with that. Lack of flexibility. Current energy for Foodie. Thank you. Spirit is acknowledging with the King of Pentacles. There's this energy of her in reverse, being authoritative, domineering, and controlling. What's her biggest obstacle? Thank you. I read biggest obstacle in reverse. So the 5 of Wands in reverse. Conflict avoidance is an obstacle. Conflict avoidance is an obstacle. Hey. Thank you. Increased focus on goals is an obstacle. What is her current energy with Salah? She is trying to find balance through moderation, patience, purpose. There's a meaning for this balance, though. There's a reason that she's trying to find balance. She's acknowledging ups and downs in the background on her heart of it, wanting peace. I do see this water here, acknowledging that it is emotional and or could be a water sign. But subconsciously, she's trying to get balance because there's misalignment of values, a broken home and or a marriage, with the 10 of Cups creating a lot of emotion. And in the middle of the deck, she's just trying to make sure that the coin is pursued. Like, I'm just trying to get this coin, for real, in the middle of the deck. Acknowledging that this is where her sacral energy is, her solar plexus energy is. This is what makes her heart feel full, and this is what makes her feel grounded. Acknowledging that it does bring ups and downs, but she's really focused on wealth. and feeling established and focusing on her future when it comes to money. Like, to hell with that. I know the shit is on fire. I set it on fire. I'm trying to get a bag. I'm trying to get this coin. Okay? Spirit said something else in the middle of the deck. And Spirit said it because your pursuit has negative energy on it, and it's not you're not moving in your true authentic self and or your purpose. Whatever you gain, you lose. It's like it slips right through your fingertips. Look at this. There's no energy of reciprocity. There's no give and receive. Okay. And so there's an energy of debt, selfishness, and a one-sided charity. So you'll never be on the receiving end. You'll never feel full. You'll never feel full because it ain't right. What's next for Foodie Beauty? There's this energy of the Knight of Wands, her being very energetic in pursuit of lust, action, adventure, very impulsive, passion even. With the Queen of Wands in reverse, she's very demanding and aggressive, coming off shy even. And in the middle of the deck with the Five of Swords in reverse, this is going to teach her something because she's going to be open to change. But she's still going to be holding on to past resentments. Things are just not working. It feels like things are just not working. It's not going her way, and she's getting ready to have a tantrum, a very large adult tantrum. Spirit says a very large adult tantrum. It's hard for her to balance things right now. It's hard for her to juggle and bring balance to work-life balance, but also partnerships, also finances. This is a challenge. It's very emotional for her right now, and it's causing her to try to figure out how to prioritize things, but she doesn't have that. Spirit is like she doesn't have that capability. It's an inability. Okay. Will she be leaving Kuwait? Spirit keeps asking me, will she be leaving Kuwait? Thank you. All right. Spirit says maybe. There's this higher intuitive energy that she knows intuitively, like this is definitely a possibility. It feels like she's fighting it. She feels like she's trying to tap in to her higher intuitive powers. Thank you, Spirit, and her subconscious mind. But yeah, maybe. Spirit is also acknowledging, yes, subconsciously, but she's trying to have faith. She's trying to have hope. She's tapping into her spirituality. She's using it as inspiration to have what she wants, which it feels like to stay. But Spirit is acknowledging, like, she knows, baby, that the clock is ticking on this clock, okay? And it makes her emotional, and there could be a water sign involved. In the middle of the deck, Spirit says, again, what we can't see, maybe. Because, and you know what? Let me tell you something. This is so interesting because both of these are major arcana, and this one is a minor. And these swords make me feel like maybe in a few weeks, boats equal direction for me. I do see a boat. I do see these swords, air sign energy, trying to get organized. I do see this solar plexus energy, feeling very empowered to make a choice, but the choice is to leave. Regretful, but a necessary transition. Leaving even though you don't want to. Leaving for calmer waters. Emotional, and or could be a water sign. Almost like a rites of passage. And I don't know why Spirit is drawing me to read one more on this card. Please clarify. The Six of Swords, Foodie Beauty leaving Kuwait. Yeah. Spirit says she's got on a tinfoil hat. It's like she's listening to something, trying to get messages, but really not aware of what the hell it is. Trying to get in alignment, getting some form of download. Also trying to tap into the all-seeing eye. But Spirit is acknowledging, don't believe everything you think. Conspiracy theories are just that, theories. Does the situation at hand reflect reality? Do you have all the facts available to you, or just the ones that make your life easier? This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Now we sit back and let the universe do what the universe does.